Hey everyone, Jake here, and we have a big update on Pokemon Home that came out today. There's actually a brand new website for Pokemon Home with a ton of information. I don't know if this is a leak, guys, but I just found it. Mystery gift for playing Pokemon, for having Pokemon Home. Availability 2/7/2020. Does that mean that Pokemon Home is going to be released in a week? Okay, huge disclaimer here, guys. When I scroll down, there's another mystery gift. Again, it says available 2/7/2020. However, this mystery gift is for a Pokeball. So this makes me feel like it's probably a dummy gift. Also, the Pikachu gift says availability 29 left, meaning you could download 29 Pikachu mystery gifts. So I don't think this is going to be the release date. I don't think this confirms it at all, but it's interesting and it might mean something. It is very interesting, very exciting, but you need to take it with a big ol' grain of salt. Let's get into more of the details of Pokemon Home now. Right off the bat, we're actually going to be getting two versions of Pokemon Home, a paid version and a free version. So let's see how much the paid version costs. So for 1 month, $3, 3 months, $5, or you can do a year for $16. So it's almost as expensive as Nintendo Online itself. I'm going to show you exactly what you get in the free version versus what you get in the paid version. But one key thing I want to point out, if basically what you want this for is to transfer all your Pokemon from your 3DS from Pokemon Bank over to Pokemon Home, you have to have the paid version to do so. However, if it's going to be a one-time thing for you, it's so worth it to just get the paid version for 1 month for $3, bring all your 3DS Pokemon over to Pokemon Home, and then switch over to the free service. If you do that, however, is that with the basic free plan, you can only keep 30 Pokemon stored in Pokemon Home. So if you're going to use the pay plan to bring all your Pokemon over, and then switch over to the free plan once you've done that, you're going to have to transfer over as many Pokemon as you can to your Sword and Shield's game. If a Pokemon is not available in Sword and Shield, you can only pick up to 30 of them. So if that is the route that you're going to go down, you might want to save a lot of Pokemon that aren't added to Sword and Shield yet in Pokemon Bank and transfer it to Pokemon Home at a later date. If you go the pay version, however, this is not a problem. You can store up to 6,000 Pokemon. So you should be good there. Number of Pokemon that can be placed in the Wonder Box at once. Now you're probably wondering, what is the Wonder Box? The Wonder Box is basically Wonder Trade through Pokemon Home. And even with the free version, you can Wonder Trade 3 Pokemon at once, which is pretty cool. With the paid version, you can trade 10 Pokemon at once. So if you have 300 Score Bunnies lying around because you were trying to get a shiny, boom, Wonder Traded. We already knew this, guys, but the GTS Global Trade System is coming back. It's so amazing. You put a Pokemon in the GTS, and anyone can trade with you, and you specify what Pokemon they have to trade for it, what level it is, what gender it is, everything. And if someone thinks it's a good offer, they'll trade you exactly what you want. We've never had the ability to put more than 1 Pokemon in the GTS before, but now if you're using the paid version of Pokemon Home, you can put 3 Pokemon in the GTS at once, which is pretty awesome. Before I talk about this function, let me just go over this real quick. Judge function to check your Pokemon IVs. It's not available in the free version, so that's a huge bummer. You're going to want to use the paid version if you're into competitive and you plan on using this function a lot. Room trade. As far as I can work out, what this is you can literally host a room. I don't know how many people can join, but a room of people just all to just hang out and trade with each other within the room. If you have the free function, you can actually join these rooms, which is amazing. And if you have the paid version, you can participate and host these rooms. Now, when this comes out, you can bet that I'll be live streaming a couple room trade sessions just to check it out. Maybe hook you guys up with some shinies, some hidden abilities. I don't know. The other thing, of course, that we all really need to know is what games work with this. What can we trade? I'll tell you right now, you cannot trade anything directly from a 3DS game to Pokemon Home. The only way you can get your 3DS Pokemon to Pokemon Home is using Pokemon Bank. So you have to get all of them into the bank, and then from the bank, you can put them into Pokemon Home. Hugely important thing to know about this. Once you transfer from your 3DS over to Pokemon Home, you can never, ever get those Pokemon back to your 3DS ever again. They cannot go back to Pokemon Bank. They cannot go back to your 3DS games. So make sure, if you're bringing your Pokemon over from Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home, that you're not going to want them in your 3DS games anymore. You're all set. The other games that it works with are Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And that, again, is a one-way transfer. If you transfer from the Let's Go games, you cannot transfer back to your Let's Go games. The only game that you can transfer Pokemon from to Pokemon Home and then actually be able to transfer them back are Sword and Shield right now. This is also very important. Pokemon Go will be supported, but not now, not at release. Only the systems and games that I just mentioned are going to be supported at release. There are plans to support Pokemon Go in the future as well. However, that doesn't mean it's confirmed, which is maybe a bit concerning for people who wanted to transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go. I know that Niantic is really trying to crack down on hacks in that game and handing out bans, and Game Freak has a very high standard for not allowing hacks. So if Niantic can't meet Game Freak's and Nintendo's standards, they might just not let Pokemon Go come in, which would be awful. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they'll let Pokemon Go in. I do think that it could take some time before Pokemon Go is compatible. There's yet another huge feature that I didn't even mention yet, and that is that not only were you going to be able to get Pokemon Home on your Nintendo Switch, you can get it on your phone. On your mobile device, you can get Pokemon Home. You can even receive mystery gifts right on your phone, which is crazy. This actually shows the Wonder Box that we were talking about earlier. Pokemon placed in the Wonder Box can be traded with people around the world before you even know it. Maybe not all 10 Pokemon will be traded at once to someone else who's trading all 10 Pokemon, but they'll get traded out individually. So that's kind of awesome because it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And this kind of shows how it would look on your phone. So you can deposit and trade Pokemon on your phone now. Then the GTS, you'll be able to specify what Pokemon you want to trade and which Pokemon you receive. And then it will be matched with the trainer who requests your meet criteria. You'll even be able to request Pokemon that you haven't registered yet in Pokemon Home's National Pokedex. That's amazing because before you had to have at least seen or encountered the Pokemon that you wanted to trade for. And we know that you can do this with 3 Pokemon at once if you're using the paid version. You can use GTS on your mobile phone. Insane. Room Trade, which again, you can do on your phone. Room Trade lets you create a room and trade Pokemon among the people who join. Each room can hold up to 20 people. To add a little suspense, you won't know what Pokemon you'll receive until the trade is complete. Interesting. So this isn't really good if you want to trade with people for specific things, but again, you can just one-on-one trade for that. However, if you're looking to kind of do a wonder trade with a group of friends, this would be awesome. And again, this is something that I would love to use on live streams to surprise people, people that come to my room and get to trade with me or my mods, hook them up with something special. And I love that you can participate without being a paid member. So anyone can join. That's amazing. Finally, we have a way to directly trade with our friends. You can't do this in Sword and Shield right now, and it is so annoying. Now we can actually friend people in Pokemon Home and trade with them directly. No more stupid 4-digit link codes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So Pokemon Home will have the National Pokedex built in, and you can actually see Pokemon that can Mega Evolve or Gigantamax, and those forms will be registered too. So that's pretty cool. So right here, it's showing in the Pokemon Home app, and it's also showing a ton of information about the Charizard, like everything that you would normally look up, what I would normally look up on my phone to try to figure out. You can just look at all its forms. Look, Form 1 of 4 is regular. I'm assuming Form 2 of 4 is probably Gigantamax. You got Form 3 of 4, Mega Charizard. Yep, 2 of 4, and then 4 of 4 is maybe Shiny. I don't know, but you can also check each Pokemon's abilities as well as what moves it can learn. That's just incredible. They have really taken their time with this and really done it right, and I'm happy to see that. So right here, there's a Machamp, has a Pokedex entry. Every ability that's possible to have is listed. It's incredible. Every move that it's capable of learning is listed. This mentions that we can receive mystery gifts via Pokemon Home, which is amazing. You can use codes, local event check. So if you're on your phone and you see a YouTube video come up that's like, oh, use this code to get 10 free Beast Balls. Boom, just put it on your phone. I don't know if this is a leak, guys, but I just found it. Mystery gift for playing Pokemon, for having Pokemon Home. Availability 2/7/2020. Does that mean that Pokemon Home is going to be released in a week? I don't know, but wow, this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. There's another code for a Pokeball that's available on 2/7, but it's just a Pokeball. So that makes me feel like it's more of a test. This shows a little bit of how the jug function works. You can see, obviously, any of these say best would be a max IV Mimikyu. It does not look like you can actually see the EV numbers, but you never have been able to. So that's no surprise there. This is actually going to show us a screenshot of what your room looks like. This is like your secret base, kind of, in Pokemon Home. It looks like there's going to be challenges within the app. And right here it shows the challenge was to bring over all of the starters from Sinnoh, and it completed an accomplishment. So like achievements, accomplishments, that's very, very cool. And these are stickers that you can actually unlock in Pokemon Home too. You can look at your battle data. You can get news updates. You can exchange your Pokemon Home points for battle points when using Sword and Shield. And this is just a quick breakdown of what you can do on the Switch version of Pokemon Home versus what you can do on your mobile phone version of Pokemon Home. So you can't transfer Pokemon from the games with your phone, which makes sense. But you can do everything else. And actually, mystery gifts you can only do on your phone. Checking battle data only on your phone. Checking news only on your phone. The rest of these you can do in the actual game, so that's okay. And then exchanging battle points you can only do in the actual game. So guys, in conclusion, that wraps up the video. How excited for you are Pokemon Home? How excited for you on how much detail and time that Game Freak and Nintendo have put into this service? $16, is that too much money? Or is it worth it for everything that you'll be getting? I'm really interested to know. Let me know in the comments down below. Definitely like and subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest Pokemon and gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.